line to talk about Sunbeam House, and there was a meeting last night between the Minister for Health, Simon Harris, and concerned families about that issue. On the line is the Fianna Fáil TD, Pat Casey. Morning, Pat.
Good morning, Gareth. How are you this morning?
Very good. Can you tell me your understanding of what went on at the meeting?
Well, no, in fairness, Gareth, I have had no update in relation to the meeting that the Minister had with the parents of the users of Sunbeam Health Services. And I suppose, Gareth, this does actually stem from a topical issue I raised in the Dáil with the Minister on Wednesday. And maybe we need to probably put this into context so that people fully understand the importance and significance of what actually happening here. Sunbeam Health provides a vital service to adults with intellectual disability, with full-time residential, day service and respite care. And in Wicklow there are hundreds of vulnerable people and their families requiring the service of Sunbeam on a daily basis. And Gareth, any organisation providing such service to vulnerable people has to be transparent. To have the confidence of the users, their families, and indeed the frontline staff, which we must acknowledge here, are doing incredible work in probably difficult circumstances at the moment. But what has led to all of this is the two recent HICWA reports of inspections which have found failings into the operation of Sunbeam House in Wicklow. Both these reports regretfully have been taken down from the website. On foot of this, I and a number of other political representatives have received complaints from family members, and equally the HSE has received complaints from family and staff members. And as a result of this, the HSE then did an insurance review of Sunbeam services, and that review was equally just launched only within the last month. And again, that very report found failings into the operation of Sunbeam House services. And it actually refers to over 284 separate complaints being registered against Sunbeam House services between January 2013 and 16. And, concerned family members have been in touch with me since last July on this, and they have real concerns about the operation of Sunbeam, and have been, the sad thing, Gareth, I suppose, is they have been very reluctant to go public because of their deep-seated fears that it might affect the service of their loved ones. And we did speak to a family member here on the show yesterday. The families, Pat, are calling for a full independent investigation. Do you support those calls? Yeah, well, first of all, Ken, I got that email yesterday and I haven't digested the full content of that. But I did get a confirmation and a guarantee from the Minister on the floor of the Dáil was that he would have a public, accountable response to the family members. And on that basis, and maybe just backtrack a little bit, when the report was launched, I met with Simon directly on this and we had a very brief meeting on it. And in fairness to the Minister, he has taken immediate action. He met with the HSE on Tuesday night and he met with the families on last night as a result of that review, which equally was taken down off the website. And I probably can't go into too much, and the Minister said it in the Dáil as well. There are legal issues and administration issues, so we'll refrain from disclosing the information that is in these reports. But thankfully, as the Minister equally said in the Dáil, the family got the reports before they were taken down, and they got the review that HSE done before they got taken down. Now, the Minister has confirmed, one, the other thing was that in the report, clearly the proposed merger of all the facilities, both from Sunbeam House, from St. Catherine's and from Care, that was to proceed, will not proceed now until this is all resolved. And there will be a public response to every issue in the reports in that review. As you say, the Minister has been proactive on the issue. Are you satisfied the authorities are doing enough here to satisfy the families concerned? In fairness, Gareth, up until this week, I would probably have to say no. But since, to give Minister credit, when you ask a topical question in the Dáil, normally a junior minister is sent in to answer this question. When I asked the question, the Minister himself came in. I'd met him 2 weeks ago, just after the report was published and then taken down off the website, which we managed to read before it was taken down. And he's acted proactively since then. And equally, he has given me guarantees that will be immediate action will be taken on foot of the report, and that will be publicly available and every action will be publicly accountable on that. And he's given me that insurance on the floor of the Dáil. And equally, he's given me the insurance that the merger will not take place until there's confidence back in the service being provided at Sunbeam.
Are you happy with the way the HSE is handling this issue?
I would say, in fairness, I wouldn't have been happy, and I think it did need to go public, and since it has gone public, I think we're getting a lot more immediate and accountable action, both from the HSE and indeed from the Minister.
And are you in touch with families? What are the families saying at this stage?
Well, I suppose, Gerard, in fairness, this has all more or less happened in the last week. We've been backwards and forwards with emails during the week. I suppose it's important that, and I know I can fully understand why the families want a public inquiry, but equally we now have something in place that wasn't in place last week. And equally, I think if the families can reflect on what potentially could come out of this, could be a quicker win for all involved.
Okay, Pat Casey, thank you for joining us this morning. That's the Fianna Fáil TD, Pat Casey, on the Sunbeam House issue. You're listening to The Morning Show here on East Coast FM. You can call us on 0818 303 103 or text in your comments to 087 77 11 103. After the break, the Good Friday drink ban